Welcome to the Goddess of Womanhood. I'm your host Kaya, an international Hatha yoga teacher and breathwork guide living cross-culturally. In this podcast, I speak with women from around the world about identity, health, culture, and what it really means to live as a woman today. These are honest, layered conversations inviting you to reflect, reconnect, and explore your own experience of womanhood. Today's meditation is based upon the conversation I've had with Jessica Einaudi. She's a musician, artist, painter, and a doula. And the podcast conversation goes really about, your deeper inner sound and how that can guide you and how you can really connect with that. So the meditation is based upon that conversation. So feel that you get in a comfortable meditation posture. It can be just cross-legged or really a kind of meditation posture. And take that time to start feeling your whole physical body. Softly close your eyes. And when you close your eyes, just observe everything that's going on. How you're connected to the outside, whether it's people, situations, news, anything. And also how that all feels on the inside, and what is the inside exactly for you? How does that show up now? And it's not necessarily to get answers, it's to really observe, to start observing. And that observing we want to do in a neutral way. And that's why our connection to our breath becomes so important. So when you come into your breath, especially Ujjayi breath, the soft snoring sound in the space of the throat, stimulated by the contraction of the glottis, that lets you really come back to your center and to feel your whole center. And that center that you can develop that stronger. But for now, just feel in your whole physical body that you observe everything that's happening. And noticing if you're judging, if the particular comments, if the kind of conversations happening, or you didn't do this and therefore it's that, observe anything that's happening inside of you now. But also if you've got more experience with meditating, with the breathing, try to start using Ujjayi breath. And the more you can go into the breath, the more all that chatter stops or starts disappearing. Or it can be more at the background, but you are much more with your breath and listening to your breath and feeling where your breath is all going. So feel in your physical body from the base of the spine that you make length through your spine, your neck is aligned with your spine, your head in the middle as if it's balancing on top of your neck. Your chin is a little bit into the space of the throat. And you gently release in your shoulders, in your arms. You feel your hands in Guana Chin Mudra on your knees. And then feel the whole front of your upper body. Feel the space of your belly. Feel the diaphragm. Feel your chest, your rib cage, your heart. Your throat. Your face. In your face, notice how your eyes are closed. And also notice if your eyes feel released or are they kind of responding? Are they moving slightly? Then notice if your eyes are responding, moving, that the mind is probably still very busy. However, we're going to try to focus the eyes on a point in between the eyebrows, called Brahmatya. You can place there a flame of a candle that's still immobile, where you want to keep your focus on. If that's too intense for the eyes, you can focus on the square below your nose. So you choose one of those points. And then from there, feel and see completely into your whole upper body. And just to observe as well where your breath is. You feel your breath in your belly, more at the level of the diaphragm or the chest, the heart, or the throat. Just from where your breath is. See if the breath can become more present already. You can have a few rounds that you really feel that your nostrils are opening, that your nostrils get wider, that you really feel the air moving through the nostrils. That keeps you very present as well. Then from there, bring your awareness into the lower part of your body. Feel your bottom, your legs and your feet. Really let those parts that are in contact with the ground. Let them release even more onto the ground. And when you feel that the gravity working, to let it come more and more solid on the ground, more release on the ground, you might start noticing as well that in your lower belly something starts releasing a little bit, that you're actually observing that you're holding tension there. So feel every time, even when you're in a particular part of your body, something else is happening elsewhere in your body. And you want to kind of start observing all of that together. Feeling and visualizing the triangle shape of your lower body. And from the perineum, from the coccyx, you want to create a strong root down. Bring that all the way down to the center of the earth, of Mother Earth. And you hook that big strong root in. And it's as if it's a kind of reminder of where did you drop your energy? Where have you gone really again, being completely connected to the outside? Yeah, lost your center, lost your breath. You feel that strong root down, when you hook that in as a kind of reminder, as if there's an electric wave going upwards through the perineum, through the spine, through the center in between the eyebrows, through the crown. And from the crown, obviously, we have this vacuum as being part of the whole universe. So feel a connection with the soil, with the earth, with Mother Earth, at the same time being part of the whole universe. And it's a universe full with sound, vibration, that kind of moves through you, that you can produce yourself. So feel your whole physical body. Feel the connection to the center of Mother Earth. Notice how you're breathing if you're with Ujjayi breath. Noticing where your breath is in your body. Wanting to connect to Drashta, that neutral observation without any judgments, that who or what inside me is responding. We're just going to have 3 deeper in and exhalations. A deep inhalation through the nose. You can have 2 exhalations going down via the mouth. See that the last one is again out through the nose. Deeply inhale. With that exhalation, as if you take anything on that exhalation out of your body, out of your being. As if that exhalation can just kind of on the way, like how a wave brings up all kind of garbage to the shore, as if with the exhalation, any thoughts that are, not yours, are unpleasant, anything that comes up, let the exhalation guide that out. Your last round, exhaling through the nose, in and exhaling through the nose. Then observe where your breath is now, where you can feel that you can breathe deeper. Notice what those 3 focused breaths do inside. And you want to stimulate that kind of environment here for your physical body to release more and more. And ideally to let it become completely stable, if not immobile. So with Ujjayi breath and Drashta, we're going to have a journey through our whole body. We're going to bring the awareness in each part of our body. We're going to have 2 rounds of in and exhaling in each part of the body. And with that, you want to kind of connect to that part of your body. And it can be on the outside, on the skin only. You can go inwards, feeling maybe more that what feels heavy, like the bones, the muscles. Or you go into that kind of moves, that flows, in which there's every time, let's say, action, the cells, the blood, the water, or maybe something feels stagnant. And with your awareness, as if you can let it start flowing again. If you notice it's going to be difficult, or you notice it's difficult at particular times to keep your focus, or there's a particular movement happening, you're scratching yourself, more and more you practice Kaya Sthairyam, the more and more you can anticipate that and therefore not do that. However, if you're still relatively new in these practices, when we're going to have the journey through the body, let's say you're in your right foot and you feel the thoughts coming in, or you want to just move or scratch, just have a gentle movement with the toes so that you feel that you're really in that part of your body. Yeah, and wherever that's kind of possible, you do that if needed. Okay, remember we've got a connection to the center of the earth, Ujjayi breath, Drashta. From there we're going to bring the awareness into the right foot, feeling the sole of your right foot, the heel, the top of your right foot, all the toes. We have 2 in and exhalations into the right foot. With Ujjayi, feel the nostrils open and strong. From there, continuing up into your lower leg, the front and the back. And you can first be present on the skin, the sensations on the skin, and basically reminding yourself that the skin doesn't have any thoughts. And so you're just there on the skin. From there, you go inwards. The knee and the knee cavity. Up into your upper leg, the front and the back and the sides. And feel it's a bigger surface. You can have a kind of longer in and exhalation even there. Include the groin and the hip. Coming up to the right bottom, 2 in and exhalations there. After that last exhalation, gently contract the buttock. Maybe use contraction of the perineum. For those familiar with mula bandha, you can go to mula bandha, observe. And the contraction of the perineum is a realignment, and you might notice that you're having tension in the shoulders, in the neck, on the jaws. Feel that you're also there, that you observe that, what you can do already to release. When you're going to exhale, gently release those contractions. Exhale down through your right leg, your right foot, all the way down to the center of Mother Earth. When you're there again, hold the breath, contract the perineum or mula bandha. Feel on that right side. Bring the awareness into your left foot and your left leg. On the inhalation, go up into your left foot. And again, feel that whole left foot from the skin inwards. And maybe it's a kind of mental massage there if you've got the endpoints of the nerves. And they're all connected to different body parts, to different organs. So if you could mentally massage that and maybe notice if the particular sensation is going back upwards into your body. Continue up into your left lower leg, 2 in and exhalations there. Your knee and the knee cavity. The upper leg, and notice when you feel you can release in one part of your body. Is that doing something elsewhere in your body? Maybe it's at the same time releasing elsewhere, or when you release a particular part, it might show, oh, I'm actually holding tension here and here as well. Include the groin and the hip. Up into the left buttock, 2 rounds of breathing there. After that second round there, hold the breath, contract the buttock and the perineum or mula bandha. And release that, deeply exhale down again through your left leg and your foot, coming back at the center of Mother Earth. When you're there, hold the breath, contract the perineum, mula bandha. And then with your next inhalation, you go up through the soles of both feet, going up through the legs, the upper legs, the groin coming up into the pelvic ball. See, at the same time, if you can arrive at the bottom at the lower back. Then when you exhale, exhale in that whole space, both at the front and at the back. One more time, a deep in and exhalation in the pelvic ball. At the same time, the whole bottom, the lower back. Then bring the awareness at the back, at the base of the spine, deeply in or up through your spine and both sides of your spine, your lower back, the middle of your back, the shoulder blades, your neck. From there, exhale down into both shoulders, down into your arms. Inside your arms, feel that you release. Feeling your hands in Gwanachin Mudra on your knees without any tension. Letting the inhalation go up via your hand palms, via the back of your arms as a soft caress just above that skin. To arrive into your armpits, and you arrive into the armpits with a full presence. You feel that the focus is going higher. Hold the breath there, contract the perineum, mula bandha, as if water pressing against a dam and that water wants to move. So bring that energy up into the inhalation that continues up into your neck, the back of your head, exhaling towards the ears. Continue up with the inhalation, the back of your head, exhaling towards the temples. The crown of your head. Feel the crown of your head. Visualize a soft touch on the crown of your head. Know really that touch of everything is okay. You feel how you release all the way down via the back of your body. And from there as well via the front of your body. So feel that in your face while you keep your eyes focused in Brahmatya or below your nose. Releasing inside your jaws. Going into the space of the throat, you're going to stay there for a few rounds of breathing to really use Ujjayi breath. And Ujjayi is like the sound of the waves on the ocean. So if you're comfortable with the waves, you can connect to the waves. When you inhale, you feel that wave going forwards. When you exhale, that wave going backwards. And there's no rush in the breath. You're fully present in that one single inhalation, in that one single exhalation. And being fully present on that one and with that one single breath. Let it expand, whether it's longer, whether it's wider, whether it's deeper, whether it's more present. Become much more one with the sound of Ujjayi, of your Ujjayi breath. You're feeling that sound, that vibration in the throat. Listening to your own sound, your own Ujjayi sound in the space of the throat. Continue there a few more rounds. And trust your own sound. Feel comfortable with your own sound. And there's nothing related to a good sound or a bad sound. It's your sound that you want to let become very present and become deeper, becoming known for yourself, to let your own sound become recognized, first and foremost, for and with yourself. With the next Ujjayi breath, the exhalation, bring it into your chest, your heart and your ribcage 2 times. Inhale. Feel the chest, the heart going forwards, the ribcage expands sideways. And as you exhale, let it come back into the center. Doing it 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. One last one. Really feel as if it almost feels as if you're exaggerating, but you really want to give yourself that space. When you exhale, let that exhalation go down into your belly. If needs to be, you bring your hands on your belly. That you really feel, if the breath has been higher, that you can now really be in your belly. Feel the whole space of your belly, really the whole kind of circle. Feeling your lower belly, your navel, the upper belly. Also being aware of all the organs in your belly. And feel if you can really breathe into the belly, that when you inhale, the belly inflates, gently the belly moves towards the hands. When you exhale, the belly goes backwards. See if you can contract the navel point towards the spine. You're engaging the navel more and more. Continue inhaling in your belly moves forwards. And when you exhale, the belly goes backwards. Same time as your belly moves forwards and backwards, you feel your Ujjayi sound. You hear your Ujjayi sound in the space of the throat. Your nostrils are open, active, feeling the air moving through the nostrils. And while you continue focusing on the breath moving forwards and backwards, either with your hands on your belly or your hands in mudra, just take the awareness of your whole physical body. Notice how your awareness has traveled through your whole body and what it has stimulated or kind of shown in your physical body. And notice if there's more release, more stability, possibly immobility, and also how that then feels inside, how that's connected to all those thoughts and emotions. Have they calmed down? Are they quieter? Are you much more with your breath and the sound of your breath? Continue breathing in your belly. And we're going to have 3 rounds of the full yoga breath. Remember, we have the connection down to the center of Mother Earth. We have the crown as if there's a vacuum opening up as a part of the universe. We want to have a full yoga breath as if it comes from the center of the earth, up through the perineum, the lower belly, the navel, the upper belly, through the heart space, the throat, as if it goes all the way up at the center in between the eyebrows. When you're going to be there, you hold your breath for 3 or 4 seconds. You can contract the perineum or mula bandha. Then you release that and feel with that how you let the exhalation go deeply, deeply down. And you want to guide that exhalation more and more down into your belly. And again, when your exhalation is all the way there, you can visualize it all the way down to the center of the earth. You hold your breath, contracting the perineum mula bandha 3 or 4 seconds. So when you're ready, we're going to start with 3 rounds of the full yoga breath. Deeply inhale. At the top of the inhalation, hold the breath, contract mula bandha, the perineum, feel as you release in the shoulders. Gently releasing the perineum mula bandha, let the exhalation go all the way down via the throat, via the chest, the heart, upper belly, navel, go deeper into the lower belly. Imagine the breath going all the way down to the center of the earth. When you're there again, hold the breath, contract the perineum, mula bandha. Then again, release that mula bandha, deeply inhale upwards. Feel that new inhalation is stronger. After each retention, there's a stronger breath coming. Let the inhalation go all the way up into Brahmatya. When you're there, hold the breath again, contract the perineum or mula bandha. Maybe the belly goes a little bit backwards and upwards, releasing in the shoulders. Then gently release the bandha, the perineum, guide again the exhalation deeply down. Feel as you exhale a bit more and deeper into your belly, all the way down to the center of the earth. Again, holding the breath. You're going to have 1 more round in your own tempo, in stillness, using your own sound from your breath. At the end of the exhalation, after your retention, let the breath just be free in your belly. Take a moment to observe. And from there, just kind of first as an experience, we're going to chant 3 times the mantra Om without too much explanation. We're going to inhale and you try to make a sound Om. Okay, inhale from your belly, again, the full yoga breath upwards. Om. 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 Stay with the vibration with your inner sound. Deeply inhale and deeply exhale. Let the breath be in your belly. Awareness and Brahmadhyana in your belly. Following that sound, the vibration inside. And we're going to continue with that. And you might make more the sound Om as O-M. We want to kind of see if we can change that to A-U-M. Aum. The A coming from out of the belly. The U is at the center of the heart, the chest. And the M more from the throat. Also, what you try to do is when you start a sound, it comes from the contraction of the navel towards the spine, as if the sound comes from out of your belly instead of from your throat. Keep your eyes focused in Paramatya or below your nose. Again, deeply inhale, after which we start 3 times the mantra Om. Inhale. Continue the sound from the A in the belly, U, the chest, M, the throat, upwards. Inhale. One last time, in. Then take another deep in and exhalation, feeling that whole space where you can feel the mantra Om vibrating, being present, stimulating a tingling sensation, almost space. Or maybe a connection to something that's really deeper down inside of you. Yeah, it's a kind of really deep, original, natural sound or strength. Or a kind of you're going from something uncertain to actually feeling that you have space to open up, that you have this immense strength and power. Yeah, to connect to your own physical body, to connect to your own deep sound, to connect to your deep inner knowing. Yeah, and that comes from deeper within, in connection with the earth, with Mother Earth. Feel breathing in your belly with Ujjayi. And then we're going to let one sound come back 4 times from different parts of the body. So the awareness will be in 4 different parts of the body. And just from there, you're going to make the sound ha. Yes, you feel. Connect with your feet. Be really on the ground there. Connect with your feet. Feel the eyes still focused in Brahmatya or below the nose, but they're focused in the feet. And just in the feet, you make a sound. Ah. And go into the belly. Letting the sound come from out of the belly. Ah. Inhale, go up into the chest and the heart. Let the sound come from there. Om. And go with your awareness into the throat. Let the sound come from out of the throat. Deeply inhale. Deeply exhale. Just stay in that observation. Of how the sound sounded for you from those 4 different parts of the body. Where did it sound the clearest? Where did you feel as if you were connected to something deeper, bigger than yourself? Where did you actually feel, in a way, at home, secure? And there's no right or wrong. Yeah, if you felt that's in the throat and that's where you felt it now, if it really comes from the belly, yeah, then that's where that is now. If you notice, okay, I felt it at the throat, but there's something in me that says that it should come actually more from the belly, then you know that you can continue this way of practicing. And the importance of your own deep inner sound. And the sound, it comes from both, from the pelvic bowl and the larynx. They're both connected. So the deeper tension or the more tension you might be holding in the whole pelvic bowl, the sound can come out differently, maybe a bit more kind of troubled or not as clear. But also that is practice, and it's practice to become comfortable with your own sound, with your own expression, with your own energy, a deeper energy that you have from inside. So you're going to have an own sound. We're going to inhale, and on the exhalation, just let a sound come out. It doesn't matter what sound it is. And feel, you're going to observe, does it come from lower in my body? Does it come from higher? When it comes more from the throat, it will be higher pitched. And observe as well what that does. And we can have maybe 2 trying out. We can have the higher one. Ah, ah. And just for yourself, play with that. I'll do my sound. Deeply inhale, deeply exhale. And just sit with that experience of sound, vibration. Then we're going to inhale to have 3 more times the mantra Om together. Inhale. Deeply inhale and deeply exhale. And just observe what all the sounds is doing inside. We're going to make one more sound to end the meditation. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Deeply inhale. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Deeply inhale and deeply exhale. You can bring your hands together in front of your heart. Hari Om Tat Sat. You can stay for a bit, just to observe. In the moment when you decide to come out, you gently move your toes, your feet, your fingers, your hands. You can rub your hands against each other, making them really warm. And when you feel they're warm, you can place them in front of your eyes, feel that warmth transmitting to the eyes. And from there, you can softly open your eyes in your hands, letting your hands go down.
Thank you for joining us on the Colors of Womanhood. Whether you found a piece of yourself in today's story or it opened a new perspective, I hope it reminded you that your path, in all its colors, is valid, sacred, and worth honoring. If you're curious to explore your energy levels and reconnect with your inner energetic potential, I invite you to download Energize In, a free resource designed to give you a gentle yet powerful taster of what's possible when you tune into your feminine vitality. You'll find the link in the show notes. If this episode moved you, feel free to share it with a sister, a friend, or someone navigating their own womanhood. And if you feel called, leave a review or message. I love hearing what resonates. Until next time, keep listening to your body, nurturing your spirit, and embracing the full spectrum of your womanhood wherever you are in the world.